Yes, it's better now. Also, yes, I think it has been rectified now. So let's wait for others to join. So let's wait for others to join. It's rectified now. It's a lot, that's one thing with technology. Sometimes things like this happen. You just have to look for a way around it and take advantage. Good evening, Miss Ene. Great to have you on board. Sometimes when technology malfunctions this way, you just have to look for a way around it and take advantage of the situation and basically make something out of it. Awesome. Yeah, I think it's better now. Let's just wait and let's exercise some patience. Let's wait for others to join. Okay. Yes. Thank you very much for that. Okay. So let's just wait for about 2 minutes for others to join and we can continue. I think Kendi, Mrs. Kendi is not even here yet. So let's just wait for others to figure out the fact that we have actually started. The class has been rescheduled. The other one has been ended, and this is a new one. Let's just wait for others to join. Please, as you join, smash like button. Please, let's do all to smash the like button as we join this new class. Awesome, awesome. Please, as you join, do all to use the comment section and also smash like button. So I'm sure we all are on the same page. Please, that is very, very important. Okay, so 2 more minutes to go. We are waiting for others to join so we can comment immediately. It's very unfortunate sometimes things like this happen. Technology is not 100% perfect. Sometimes we experience things like this. All we just need to do is to make the best out of the situation. And so I'm just going to quickly add, all right, I'm just going to quickly add this so that people who are coming to the website can as well. So I'm just going to add the part B, like more like a continuation, so they can as well be aware, all right, that this is that the other class was something happened, and I'm just going to include this on the website. This continuation. Okay, that's a part B. Yes. So I'm just going to attach the link very quickly so that it can also be notified. Okay, just a moment. I think I lost the link there. I'm just going to get the link here so that you can also be notified that the class has commenced fully. All right, I think we are in less than 1 minute. We should be starting now. Okay, all right. Okay, that's a Control A, that's a Control C. Just upload it here and we are good to go. Yes, awesome, awesome. So now, thank you all for your patience. Thank you all for your patience. Thank you all for your understanding. And we can set the class. We can set the class. We can set the class rolling now. Okay. So, like I did mention earlier, I believe we all can hear me. Please, if you can't hear me at any point or you can't see the board clearly at any point, do not hesitate to let me know using the comment section. So without further ado, we've wasted some quality time. So like I said earlier, this is assumed mean, and we're going to apply this formula to this statistical table. All right. We're going to be applying this formula to a statistical table right away. So it says that a farmer recorded the mass of 25 tubers as follows. A farmer recorded the mass of 25. The mass of 25, okay, it's actually timbers. Timbers. All right, 25 timbers as follow. So I have the table. So I'm going to sketch out the table right away. Okay. We'll just need 3 rows. Just 3 rows. Okay. Just 3 rows. Okay. And we have about 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 columns. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. All right. 9. Okay. So the informations here we have. Thank you. Okay, Miss Ernest said thank you for the reminder. You're always welcome. So we have 10, we have 16, we have 10, we have 14, we have 13, we have 9, we have 12, we have 9 again, we have 11, okay, we have 10, we have 12, we have 8, we have 13. Okay, now we have 12 before 13, 12, we have 13, then we have 14, okay, we have 14, then we have 11, 12, and 12, okay, then we have 11, 10, 8, 11, 10, 8, okay, then we have 9, 15, 11, okay, 11, 10, 8, yeah, we have 9, 10, right, 9, 15, okay, 11, 10, 8, 9, 15, then we have 11, then we have 13. Okay, I think this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay, so this is not necessary. It is 25. Okay, I think if you count all this now, all these elements should be 25 in numbers according to this. Now it says here, construct a frequency table for the data. Use an assumed mean of 12 kg to calculate the mean. Look at the two instructions. Can we hear the instructions given? Now the instructions are construct a frequency table. Construct a frequency table for the data, for the data, okay, construct a frequency table for the data, okay, frequency table for the data, and secondly, use an assuming of 12 kg to calculate the mean. Use an assumed mean of what? 12 kg to calculate the mean. So we have our instructions, okay? We have our instructions. So how do we go about this? Very simple, all right? In quick successions, all right? In some few quick steps now, we'll call it a wrap with this question. So now that we know what the instructions are, so I'm going to erase this so we can have our table here. Is that okay? Is that okay? Can I erase that part of the board? Is that okay? Are we there? Okay, Mr. Joe said it's okay. Okay. Do we still have people writing that part of the board? All right, writing the information there. Awesome, awesome. Okay, so we can actually. Awesome, awesome. Thank you very much, everyone. So I can actually erase that part, and we can continue. Okay, so I'm just going to get my. Okay, I'm going to get my duster. I will erase this. Okay, so one thing we need to bear in mind first and foremost, all right, is to first sketch our statistical table. Okay, so let's say assuming is 12. Now let me not put that here. So I'm just going to put this here. Assuming that's A is kg. Let's keep that somewhere. A is 12 kg. Now, every data, all right, every element here is represented, all right, will be represented by what we refer to as X. So the masses, okay, the masses will be X. Are we together? We know how we get our frequency, right? Okay. Then, what is our D? We don't know. To get D, we have X minus A is equals to D. We only know what X is and we know what A is, but we'll find out how to apply them appropriately. All right. Don't forget FD in the formula, A in the formula, and X bar, okay, in the formula. So what is our FD? We'll find out soon. All right. But according to what we have here, FD is F multiplied by D. That is FD. But don't panic. I'm just breaking it down for us. I'm analyzing them because this is what we are going to be solving now. So I'm going to sketch out the table very quickly. So I'm having how many columns here? 4 columns. And 11 rows. Let's see how we can use our space judiciously. Okay. I'm trying to see how I can strengthen my sketch, the lines, so it can come out sharp and straight. So we have masses, which is x. Okay, so we have frequency, which is f. So we have d, which is a, all right, minus x minus a. Let's put it this way, not this way. X minus a. Are we together? Then we have f d. Okay, so now let's go back to our table here. What is the least figure we have here? Please take a look at this table. What is the least figure we have here? Can anybody help us with that? What's the least figure? Can anybody help us with that? Awesome, awesome. Please, I want us to be active. Everybody must respond. Everybody must be active, please. I need everybody to be active. Okay, thank you for that, Miss Immaculate. Thank you for that, Miss Ene. Yes. Oh, Mrs. Kendi is here now. I thought you could not join back, but it's good to know that you are back. Okay. Yes. Mrs. Bank Switch, how did you arrive at 9? 9 is not the list. Please, I need you to check again. I need you to please check again. 9 is not the list. Please check again and be sure. As we can see from the table, yes, 8 is the list. Yes, awesome. 8 is the list. So our table, the very first rule, all right, the very first rule we are having should commence with 8. Okay, the very first rule, since 8 is the list, the very first rule should commence with 8. So we are going to slot in 8 in here. We are going to change the shade of the marker now. I'm going to slot in 8 here. We're going to do this. Please, after 8, what do we have? I would appreciate it if you all can be proactive. After 8, please, what's the next one? After the next one, what's the next one? According to what we have here. So after 8, what do we have next? Awesome, awesome, yes. We are doing a good job tonight. Yes. Awesome, awesome. Yes, yes, yes. I love this. I love this. Yes, I love this. So we have 9. So what's the next one? 10. Yes, 10, 10. Awesome. Awesome, awesome. 10. Awesome. Yes, awesome. Okay, yes, yes. We are all doing a good job. So I have 10. So to make the whole process fast and easy, let's just be proactive. So we have 11. Okay, what else? Okay, there's a 12. I'm trying to reduce the numeric so that we have enough space. So we have 13. Okay. Awesome. Then after 13, okay, we have awesome 14. Yes. Awesome. Awesome. Yes. Thank you very much for that. Yes. 14. Yes. Thank you very much for that. Awesome. Awesome. I think the highest is 16, right? Yes. So we have 15. Everybody should be everybody should participate, please. I need everybody, I need all hands on deck. Then I have 16 here. So I can close this now. I believe you can see what I have down here. Can we see what I have down here? Okay, we'll get to that anyway. That's not a problem. Now that we've been able to arrange all these um the elements here. Okay, don't worry, don't worry. I'll adjust the camera, I'll get to that. But I believe we can see it up to 16 here, the figure of 16 here. So how do we get the frequency? Very simple. Does anybody can anybody tell us how to get the frequency? It's something we've done before. It is just remember how we did tally. So what is the frequency of 8? Is anybody helping us with that? What's the frequency of 8? Awesome. Yes. Thank you, Mrs. Candy. Miss Candy is already helping us with the answer already. I love that. I love that's what I call being proactive. Yes, 2. Awesome. Yes, 2. Wonderful, wonderful. I think we are getting it now. I'm so delighted right now. I think we are getting it. Yes, yes. 2. Wonderful, wonderful. So we have the frequency as 2. All right. What about the frequency of 9? All right. What is the frequency for 9? What about the frequency for 9? Since we already know how we arrive at this, so please let's help, let's assist with the frequency of the rest. Like I usually say, let's be proactive. Yes, awesome. Yeah, we're doing a great job tonight. Let's keep up the good job. Mrs. Regina is here. It's good to have you on board. So to make it easy and coordinated. So let's say frequency for 9, let's indicate that 9, let's indicate by saying 9 is equals to which number? All right. Let's indicate by saying 9 is equals to how many? What's the frequency of 9? Please, Mrs. Regina, check well. I think the frequency of 9 should be 3. This is 1, this is 2, and this is 3. All right. So 9, yes, we are correct. 9 is 3. Awesome. Awesome. Yes. Thank you very much for that. Awesome. Yes. What about the frequency for 10? 10 is 4. Wonderful. Wonderful. Thank you for that, Mrs. Candy. 10 is 4. Yes. Thank you for that, Mrs. Candy. Awesome. Let's keep up with the great job. Yes. Yes. 10 is 4. Awesome. Awesome. Mrs. N, you're not getting it yet. What is 4? What does it represent? 10 is 4. Yes. Wonderful. Yes. Thank you very much for that. So what's the next one? Let's be proactive so we can move at a very good pace tonight. Yes, we have that already. What about 11? 11 is also 4. Awesome. 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 11 is also 4. Yes. Good, good, good. Miss Banksweet, I love how well you are active tonight. Mrs. Regina is not joining, so I wouldn't expect much. I think she needs time to blend in because I know she's also very active. I think she came back late from. Yes, awesome, awesome, awesome. So what about 12? 12. Yes, 12 is 5. Wonderful. 12 is 5. Wonderful, wonderful. Yes. Let's keep the answers rolling in. 12 is 5. Thank you very much for that, Mrs. Regina. Okay. Awesome. Okay. 12 is 5. Wonderful. Yes, yes, yes. 12 is 5. What about 13? Somebody's already saying 13 here. 13 is what? 3. Yes, yes. On point, on point. Wonderful. Correct, correct, correct. 13 is 3. Yes, we're on the same page. I love this. This is wonderful. I love our proactiveness tonight. This is what I'm talking about. This is how a class is to be, whereby we are doing it together. It's a team, a teamwork. Yes, 13. Yes, thank you very much for that. 13 is 3. So what about 14? 14 is 2. Okay. Which Regina has already said it here. Okay, 14 is 2. Yes, absolutely correct. Absolutely correct. Yes, 14 is 2. Yes, thank you very much for that. Okay, no issue, no issue, Mrs. Ene. I think it's because you didn't start with us. That's why you're having this issue. Because we already talked about how to arrive at the frequency. Yes, 14 is 2. All right, 15 is 1, 16 is 1. So for those among us that are lost, that don't know how we arrived at the frequency, when we talk about frequency, we are simply referring to how many times x appears on this table. We already see that every number here is represented by x, which is this. So as far as 8 is concerned, in this table, how many times dot 8 appears here? That is how we get our frequency. That is how we get our tally. All right, but we're not solving for tally here. We are doing frequency. Okay, so if you have to go by this, 8 in this table appears only twice. Okay, whereby we have it here and we have it here. That's why we have 2. Miss Ene, are we on the same now? So now that we are done with this, we are expected to do a summation. So let's add all this. What is the summation of the frequency? So summation F is what? Summation F should be 25. But let's do the calculation. What's summation F? Okay, thank you for that. Yes, summation F should be 25. Wonderful. Thank you very much for that. Yes, awesome, awesome, awesome. Thank you very much for that. So, summation F is 25. We have that already sorted out. Summation F is 25. So we have 25 here Don't bother about what is here. I'll adjust the camera when we get to that level. So the next thing in line now, so we already have our frequency. Our frequency is 25. So the next thing here, according to the formula, we need to get our D. We have FD here. So we need to solve for D. So how do we solve for D? We will be using the available data. Okay? We will be using the available data to solve for D. And according to what we have here, D is X minus A. Okay? D is X minus A. So how do we arrive at A? How do we arrive at X? Now, this is it. We already have our X, which is 8. Are you with your calculator? We already have our X, which is 8. You are going to minus it from, all right? We are going to minus it from, who can tell me what our A is? Our assumed mean. I said it when I was doing the table. What is our assumed mean? Just to know the people that are following. I made mention of it. What is our A? I wrote it even on the board. What's our A? Just to know who are the people that are following. And it's right there on the board. What's our A? Is anybody helping us with that? What's our A? Awesome, awesome. Yes. Wonderful. Look at it here. We were already told to use A. A is assumed mean. 12 kg. So what we are expected to do now, awesome, is to, now that we know what A is, so A now is equals to, so let's readjust this. So we have X minus A. So for this, we have 8 minus 12. What is the answer? We should be getting what? Minus 4. Are we on the same page? Are we on the same page? Wonderful, wonderful. Yes, yes, wonderful. I can see we are really catching up very fast tonight. Very well. Now that we know how we arrived at this, so please do me the honor of giving me the D of 9, 10, 11, 12 to 16. Okay? So what is the D for 9? What is the D for 9? Okay, yes. 9 is minus 3. Wonderful. So I have minus 3. Awesome, awesome. The next one. What's the next one, please? All right. So for 10, what do we have? Awesome. Yes, minus 2. Wonderful, wonderful. Yes, -2. Yes, thank you very much for that. -2. Awesome, awesome. -2. Great. The next one, 11. Wonderful, wonderful. 11 is what? -1. Wonderful. I love our proactiveness tonight. Yes, wonderful. -1. Wonderful. Yes. We are all doing a great job. I love the team spirit. Wonderful, wonderful. -1. 12. Thank you. Yes. Proactiveness. Wonderful. Yes. 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 Let's take a step further. Okay. Wonderful, wonderful. Let's keep it rolling in. Let's keep it rolling in. Yes. What about 13? For 13, what do we have for 13? For 13, what we have? Yes. Thank you, Miss Immaculate. Wonderful, wonderful. For 13, we have 12. We have one, I beg your pardon. Wonderful, wonderful. Yes. Yes. Positive one, not negative. Wonderful. Okay. So we have one. Okay. For 14, what do we have? For 14, we have two. Awesome. Yes. Thank you very much for that, Ms. Bank Suite. Okay. Yes. Wonderful, wonderful. For 15, we have three. Thank you very much for that. Awesome, awesome. And for 16, we have what? What do we have for 16? Yes, 16, we have four. Okay. Yes, thank you very much, everyone. We are really doing a great job tonight. I so much love the proactiveness. Oh, so we are done with the D. So how do we get our FD? I'm going to leave this for us to respond to. We already have our F. We already have our D. So what is FD? How do we get our FD? This is a quick one. How do we get FD? Is anybody helping with that? How do we get our FD? Yes, I'm seeing something. Somebody is actually getting there. Okay. Hmm. I'm seeing things. I'm seeing some nice attempts. I'm seeing some nice attempts. Miss Ene, how do you arrive at that? When we said FD, how did you arrive at that, Miss Ene? I'm seeing some nice work. I've seen some good attempts. Mrs. Regina, Mrs. Kendi, what's going on there? Why are we not saying anything? Why are we not saying anything? There are about 11 of us on this stream, and just 6 persons are smash like button. That's kind of fair. All right. Please, if you're here to smash like button, let's do that immediately. So permit me to go and get some water. I'm feeling dehydrated. So while I am going to get some water, I will leave this to us. Okay, I'm back. So on something else. We hit something else these days. Okay, some good attempts. Some good attempts. Yes. So without further ado, FD, we are simply talking about F multiplied by D. Okay. And this is our F, this is our D. I can easily just remove this and do this. And I can easily remove this and do this. So we have it. Positive 2 multiplied by negative 4. That is negative 8. Minus times minus. This still goes for minus. All right. And when you multiply 4 by 2, let's even remove the negative. Let's say 2 multiplied by 4 is 8. But there's a negative attached to 4, makes it negative 8. Mrs. In there says he should drink water. Do you understand how we arrive here now? Do we understand how we arrived there? Hello, are we there? Do we understand how we arrived here? Good, good. So let's begin to solve for the next one now. So for 9, so what's our answer for 9? Good. What's our answer for 9? What do we have for 9? Wonderful, wonderful, wonderful. Yes, I love this. Wonderful. Yes. For 9. Yes, good, good. Yes, wonderful. Let's keep the answers coming. So for 9 is also negative. Okay. For 9, it's also negative. So for 9, it's also negative. Yes, wonderful. So what about for 10? For 10, what do we have? For 10, what do we have? What do we have for 10? What do we have for 10, please? Awesome. Awesome. Yes. Thank you very much for that. Yes. Thank you very much for that. Yes. -8. For 10, how did he arrive at 40, ma? For 10, what is it for 10? Yes. -8. Thank you very much for that. What about for 11? What about for 11? What do we have for 11? Yes. Awesome. Thank you, Mrs. Lee. Yeah, very much for that. Okay. So we have -4 as well. So for 12, what do we have for 12? So now that we have a basic understanding of what this is about, um, the next one is going to be a little bit challenging. But now that we have a basic understanding of what this is about, I'm very sure we can attempt the next one all by ourselves without any stress. Okay. So the next one is a little bit, the data is more and it's a little bit taxing, and that will be our assignment. But I'm going to walk us through a little bit of it before I give it to us as assignment. Okay. So we have just a moment. So we have awesome, awesome. Okay. We have 0. Yes. So we have, I think I should use a blue marker. This is not negative. So we have 0, we have 3, we have 4, we have 3. Okay. We have 4, we have 3. We also have 4. So I'm just going to adjust the camera now so we can see clearly. So we need a submission of this. So what's the submission of this? What's the submission of FD? What's the summation of FD? Wonderful. Yes. -15. -15. Okay. So now that we have our table attended to, there's something we still need to do. All right. So using the formula, x bar equals a plus summation fd all over summation f. So we have a is 12 plus into brackets. No, this is negative. So let's first attend to it. That's why it's into brackets all over 25. So our answer should be 11.4 kg. Look at it, Mrs. NM. This is negative. All these things are negative, and they are way more than all this. Okay, just do your calculations. Add all these things together. All right, all these negative. You know, when you're owing somebody 20 naira, this is 7, right? 7. This is 9, 10, 11. So this is 15. All right. So add all this together. Then you remove this from this are negative. When you remove all these things, I'm pretty sure this is what is left. Okay. So now look at the formula A plus summation FD, which we have all this here already. Okay. So I think we actually good to go. Yeah. We are good to go. So before we call it a wrap for tonight, I'm going to give us an assignment. So let's use the remaining few minutes to quickly attend to this. The data here is a little bit different. I'm just going to erase this. Okay. It says here we have just 2 columns, wages, and we have number of employees. Okay. Just 2 columns. All right. So we have, this is more like the grouped data. So we have 40 to 49. Okay. We have 50 to 59. We have 60 to 69. We have 70 to 79. We have 80 to 89. We have 90 to 99. And we have 100 to 109. And lastly, we have 110 to 119. Okay, so we have 4, we have 12, we have 18, we have 11, we have 7, we have 5, we have 2, and we have 1. So it has been grouped for us already. So this is a little bit straightforward and easy. It has been grouped. We have our frequency already. So I'm going to give us, these are going to be our assignments. So the assumed mean is, so assumed mean now is 74.5. So you're expected to create a table for this. So let me give us the format for this table. So this is the format for this table, because we're not going to come back to this in our next class. We are doing something else in our next class. All right. So I want to give us the formats. So we have the class interval. Okay. We have the class center. class center, which is X. Then we have the frequency. Okay. Then we have the D. By now, we already know how to solve for D. Then we have the FD. Okay, so we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Don't forget there's going to be a total just below this. So let's make it 9. Okay. So you already have your class interval already. What are your class interval? 40 to 49, 50 to 59, 60 to 69, 70 to 79, 80 to 89, 90 to 99. And I think we have 100 to 109. We have 110 to 119. These are class intervals. So it's a little bit different now. So how do you get your class center? How do you get your X? I'm going to tell us for one. I'm not going to tell us for our frequency and for D and DF because we do not do this. All right. We did it actually, but what we did is a little bit different from this. This is grouped now. So in the case of grouped data, where we have class mark, how do we get our X? I'm going to give us 1 minute. Let's feel free to suggest. Suggestions are welcome. Suggestions are welcome. Anyone? Suggestions? Suggestions? Anyone? Anyone? Mrs. Regina? Miss Bank Suite? Anyone who's giving you the shots? Okay, let me give us an expo. Our class center is 44.5. Can anybody tell me how I arrived at 44.5? No, numbers of employees is frequency. It cannot be. I've even told us that. It cannot be X. This is our X. All right. This is our class interval. But we are solving for X now. We don't have our X here. This is class interval, no X. This is not X. Definitely not. So this is the first number, 44.5. How do we arrive at that? Suggestions. Let's try. All right. Mrs. Regina, are you there? Mrs. Kendi, are we there? Okay, I'm seeing some good stuff. Okay, not bad. Yes. Thank you very much. For that. Not bad. Yes, not bad. I'm seeing some good stuff. Okay. Any more suggestions? So now take your calculator. Wonderful. Yes, wonderful. Now take your calculator, add 40 plus 49, then divide it by 2. What is your answer? Forty plus 49 gives us 40 plus 49 gives us 89. Now divide 89 by 2. What is your answer? 0.5. And this is how we arrived at our x. Wonderful. And for our frequency, we have 4. Okay. For our frequency, we have, so for our dx, for our d, we have minus 30. I'm just giving us this first rule. And for our fd, we have minus 120. Just like we did in the other one, to get our d, what did we do? We used, all right, we minused a from x. Okay, and is our x. So when you minus this from this, you are getting this. And we are going to call it wrap here for tonight. So you solve for the rest. Miss Ene, I have not been getting your assignments. You have been coming to classes, but I have not been submitting your assignments. Please do the needful. Good thumbs up to Mrs. Regina, Mrs. Candy. Who else? Yes, Mrs. Immaculate. I think these other persons are just joining us for today. And the other lady too. She's doing a good job. So thank you very much, everyone. It's been a wonderful time tonight. For those of us who are new to the stream, let's go to subscribe to the channel, smash like button. Let's go to also make plans to get the exam keynotes. Our exams are getting close. I don't know how to submit them. How do you submit them? Just use your phone. Use the camera of your phone to snap, all right, to take a photo, all right, of the solution on your paper, all right, or your notebook, and send those images to the general class. You are not in the private class. You could have sent it to the private class, but I think you are in general class. Just send it to general class, and I will go through them and award your score. So, like I was saying earlier, for those of us who are new to the stream, let's go to our website. All right, let's take advantage of the resource on the website, and we also have, all right, we are making arrangements for exam practice questions extracted from many TMA questions. All right, they are proved very helpful and effective. We are making plans very soon. We're publishing those questions and answer so we can use them to prepare for exams. And in view of that, we are also encouraged to get the exam keynotes. They have proven effective. They have been proven effective for the past 5 years now. Back to back, highly effective. The exam keynotes, they are all you need. All right, alongside with classes and practice questions to succeed in your forthcoming exam. Do well to go to our official website today. Use the WhatsApp button on the top right hand corner. Send us a direct message on WhatsApp and we can fix you up with all these resources. Let's have a wonderful night rest and bye for now. Good night, Miss Bank Sweet. Good night, Miss Ene. Good night, Mr. Joe. Good night, Mrs. Candy. Let's also have wonderful night and bye for now.